welcome to Live in the Studio 2. It's been almost a year and a half since I did the first one at Mix One Studios, and that studio shut down, like I mentioned in the last one, and we don't really have a permanent studio right now, and to save money, I've just decided to do this one at Northeastern University in a practice room, and this is a smart practice room or whatever. It's got a thing called virtual acoustic environments, so the walls are kind of got a little reverb to it or whatever. It's like electronic walls, so should be interesting, but hopefully it sounds pretty good in here. I don't have a sound man or anyone doing the sound this time. I just got a good mic, and it's just hooked up to my iPhone, so we're recording it like that, so hopefully it'll be good. This one I wanted to do I want to do this one on rock and roll, the first decade of rock and roll, so basically the mid-50s up to the mid-60s. It's just this is kind of the first music that I grew up listening to when I was 5 years old. I mentioned this, the oldies station was kind of the first glimpse at music from the past, and I was blown away by how different it sounded, and it kind of just transported me to a different world or something as a kid, and I never really stopped being a fan of it. And I just find back then in the mid-90s, there was still a market for that kind of music, I guess. There was enough old people who were from that time, but now I guess they're too old, so you don't hear this kind of stuff on the radio anymore, on terrestrial radio. You got to get satellite radio. And I think it's kind of a shame because I was exposed to this music just on terrestrial radio as a kid, and it really changed my life, so I wish they would put it back on, but you can still get it on satellite radio. But anyway, hopefully, we had a lot of technical problems last time because the camera was bad. This is a better camera, so hopefully those issues will be resolved. But I want to just kind of get right into it here. I'm going to do, last time I was picking everything with a flat pick. This one's going to be different because it's going to be finger picked. Everything will be finger picked, and there won't be quite as many solos, but still some solos. But I want to get right into it here. So this is, the first one here is from 1954. It came out, and 54 is sort of the first year of rock and roll. If you go back before 54, it was mostly just jazz. There wasn't really rock and roll yet, so 54 was the first year that rock music started to happen. So this is a really famous song by Bill Haley and his Comets. I'm sure everyone's heard this one at some point. It's called Rock Around the Clock. So I'm just going to get right into it here, so let's hope this works. Everything's good. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me, hon. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 6 and 7, right there in 7th heaven, we're gonna rock round the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. Gonna rock round the clock tonight. When 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong, and so will you. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 12, well then, rocking round the clock again. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. Alright, so that's the first one. Now we're going to go to 1955, the next year. This was like really rock's breakout year here. In 1955, and so the guy named Chuck Berry burst onto the scene here. So I'm going to do a Chuck Berry tune called Maybellene. And Chuck Berry was he kind of did it all. He was like a front man, a lead singer, but also a really good guitar player, and kind of revolutionized rock and roll. So this is one, I'm not going to really do much of a solo on this one, but this is Maybellene, one of his first big hits. So here we go. And this kind of has the same exact chords as the first one. A lot of these tunes sounded exactly the same. There wasn't a lot of differences in the chords back then, but yeah, it'll start to get different. But here's Maybellene by Chuck Berry. Maybellene, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybellene, why can't you be true? You don't start back doing all the things you used to do. As I was motivating over the hill, I saw Maybellene in a coupe de ville. Cadillac rolling on the open road, nothing outruns my V8 Ford. Cadillac doing about 95, bumper to bumper rolling side by side. Maybellene, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybellene, can't you be true? You done started back doing all the things you used to do. Cadillac rolled up ahead of the Ford. Ford got hot, wouldn't do no more. Soon it cloudy and it started to rain. Tooted my horn in the passing lane. Rain was pouring on the hood. Knew that wasn't doing more no good. Maybellene, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybellene, why can't you be true? You done started back doing all the things you used to do. Can't you be true? Oh, Maybellene, why can't you be true? You done started back doing all the things you used to do. Motor cooled down, heat went down, that's when I heard that highway sound. Cadillac sitting like a ton of lead, 110 half mile ahead. Cadillac looked close to the still, caught Maybellene at the coupe of the hill. Maybellene, can't you be true? Oh, Maybellene, can't you be true? You done started back doing all the things you used to do. Started back doing all the things you used to do. Well, I'm still messing up the words on these, but I can't really. I've practiced them enough. I don't think I can get them any better. But alright, so next one is 1955. This came out in late 1955. Another pioneer of rock, Johnny Cash. He's credited for fusing country western with rock. And he's one of the first early members of the Hall of Fame. And so he burst on the scene around this time too, and this is one of his big hits, Folsom Prison Blues. So here we go. And I got to sing this an octave higher because he had such a great range that I can't hit the low notes like him, so I have to sing it higher so I can get the low notes. But here is Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. I hear that train a-comin'. It's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mom told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear the whistle blowing, hit my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks dining on a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I knew I had it coming. I knew I people keep it moving. That what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom prison. That's where I want to stay. And I bet that lonesome whistle put my blues away. Alright. The light is not shining on these lyrics, so it's kind of screwing up here, but some of the lyrics, but I'll keep going on. Trying to make this as live as possible, not too many cuts. So next is we're moving on to 1956 now, and I'm going to do a Buddy Holly medley. If you've noticed, I've been doing a lot of medleys because, like, I usually do medleys because the songs are like, I don't feel like playing the whole song, so I can connect it to another song and make it long enough, or it's just part of it I can't play. So I'm going to do 2 Buddy Holly's early hits here. I'm going to do a medley of, let's see, That'll Be the Day and Oh Boy. And Buddy Holly was kind of like the white Chuck Berry. He was a really good singer, frontman, but also a lead guitar player. And he was super influential, but he actually only recorded for 2 years. And he died in a car crash in, I think, 1958. So, like, he started in 56, and he's so influential, but he actually only recorded for 2 years. So that's pretty crazy. But here we go. So here's start the medley. That'll Be the Day, and then I'm going to go into Oh Boy. That'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day when you make me cry. Oh, you say you're gonna leave, but you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, you give me all your lovin' and all your turtle dovin', all your hugs and kisses and your money too. Well, you know you love me, baby, until you tell me maybe. And that'll be the day that I'll be through. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. All my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. All my life I've been waiting, tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and shadows falling, you can hear my heart calling. Little bit makes everything right. So my baby tonight, all my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. You're with me, oh boy, where we'll see that you were meant for me. Alright. Keep screwing up lyrics here, but I can't really see. There's no good lighting on these, so I don't know. Alright. So now we're going to 1957 now. And this one is a song by Ray Charles, who's another Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. He, sort of like Johnny Cash, he kind of fused something with rock. He fused like gospel music, gospel R&B with rock. And this is a song off his first LP that came out in 1957. So this is his first like full-length record. He had some songs before this, but this is a really famous song. A lot of people have done covers of this. And this is This Little Girl of Mine by Ray Charles. And it's meant for the piano, I guess. He wasn't a guitar player, but we'll see how this works. This little girl of mine, I want you people to know. This little girl of mine, I take her everywhere I go. One day I looked at my suit was new. I looked at my shoes and they were too. And that's why, oh yeah, love this little girl of mine. This little girl of mine, makes me happy when I'm sad. This little girl of mine, loves me when I'm bad. She knows how to love me right down to her teeth. If she does anything, you know she keeps her on me. And that's why, oh yeah, love this little girl of mine. This little girl of mine, Called me last night about 8. This little girl of mine told me they had a date. She said she'd meet me at 8:45. Believe it or not, she was right on time. That's why. Oh yeah, I love this little girl of mine. This little girl of mine knows that I dress so neat. This little girl of mine stops traffic in the street. Those are listening, I don't mind. Don't blame them, cause she is fine. That's why. Oh yeah, I love this little girl of mine. Alright, so that's... Now we're on to 1958 here. Drink here. So 1958, a new guy burst onto the scene, kind of like a Chuck Berry and Buddy Holly. He was like a white kid who was like a really good, songwriter, singer, but he also played really good guitar. He's got some great guitar solos. I recommend checking him out. His name's Eddie Cochran. This song is his hit Summertime Blues. It doesn't really has a cool riff, but it doesn't really have any solos, but he really was a great guitar soloist. And he influenced a lot of later bands like the Stones and other British invasion bands. And so this is from 1958. 2 years later, he was driving in England, and they were driving too fast, and they were going off the road, and he realized it, and so he like throws himself in front of a woman in the car, and he gets ejected from the car and dies, but he saved the woman's life, so he's kind of like a hero in that way. But yeah, he is another guy who only recorded for a couple of years, I guess, but super influential. So this is Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran. Gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler. I'm working all summer just to try to earn $1. Every time I call my baby to try to get a date, my boss says, no dice, son, you gotta work late. Some days I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. My mom and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you wanna use the car to go riding next Sunday. Well, I didn't go to work, told my boss I was sick. You can't use the car cause you didn't work a lick. Some days I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. I'm gonna take 2 weeks, I'm gonna have a fine vacation. Gonna take my problems to the United Nations. He said, quote, I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote. Some days I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Alright, Summertime Blues, Eddie Cochran. Next is, so we're now on to 1959, kind of halfway through here. Kind of short and sweet, this one. It's not going to be nearly as long as the first one. And I got to put the capo on the 5th fret. So this one is, I wanted to get a female artist in here. And there's not a lot of female artists in the 50s. It was kind of a boys' club, but Connie Francis had a lot of hits in the 50s, so I wanted to do some of hers, or one of hers. And she was briefly romantically tied to Bobby Darin, the guy that sings Splish Splash from the Air Bud movies. But her dad is like an old school Italian guy and didn't like her seeing a rock star or whatever, so he split them up real quick. But this is Lipstick on Your Collar by Connie Francis. It's kind of a weird song for me to sing, but because it's kind of about like cheating on your girlfriend cheating on the boyfriend, but the boyfriend cheating on the girlfriend. But people are making a lot of noise out there. Guess I should have done this in a real studio, but oh well. So yeah, this is Lipstick on Your Collar by Connie Francis. I've sort of turned it into like a bluegrass song a little bit with the way I play it, but hopefully this goes well. So here we go. When you left me all alone at the record hop, told me you were going out for a soda pop. You were gone for quite a while, half an hour or more. You came back and man, oh man, this is what I saw. Lipstick on your collar, told a tale on you. Lipstick on your collar, said you were untrue. Bet your bottom dollar, you and I are through. Lipstick on your collar, told a tale on you, yeah. Smooching my best friend, guess the answer is yes. Lipstick on your collar, told a tale on you. Lipstick on your collar, said you were untrue. Bet your bottom dollar, you and I are through. 'Cause lipstick on your collar, told a tale on you, yeah. Told a tale on you, man, told a tale on you. Alright. So that's the end of the 50s. Now we're moving on to the 60s here. I have like what I imagine would be what people look like in this era. I don't know if that's actually true, but I got the glasses and the shirt. Take the capo off. Okay, so this is recorded in 1960 by Bobby Lewis, called Tossin and Turnin. People are making so much noise out there. Thought this might not happen if I did it late enough, but we'll just soldier on through here. The early 60s doesn't sound a lot different from the late 50s. In fact, if you listen to Sirius satellite radio, the 50s channel, a lot of them actually are from the early 60s because they say the date right next to them. And because they sound so similar, they're kind of all just grouped into the same era. So the other thing about 1960 is payola officially ended in 1960 because the government classified it as a misdemeanor. So it became illegal to do payola. And payola was basically just artists giving the DJs, the radio DJs, gifts and bribes and stuff to play their song on the radio. And after that ended, the radio stations just sort of went with the most commercially viable songs. And that's how it's still done today. So this is Tossin and Turnin by Bobby Lewis. It's been covered a lot. It's a pretty famous song. Might have heard it. I couldn't sleep at all last night, just to think about you. Maybe things weren't right, 'cause I was tossing and turning, turning and tossing, tossed and turned all night. I kicked the blankets on the floor, turned my pillow upside down. Never felt this way before. 'Cause I was tossing and turning, turning and tossing, tossed and I turned all night. Jumped out of bed, turned on the lights, pulled down the shade, went to the kitchen for a bite. Roll out the shade, turn on the lights, jump back in bed, it was the middle of the night. The clock downstairs was striking 4, couldn't get you off my mind. Heard the milkman at the door, 'cause I was tossing and turning, turning and tossing, tossed and I turned all night. Pulled down the shade, went to the kitchen for a bite. Rolled down the shade, turned on the lights. Jumped into bed, it was the middle of the night. The clock downstairs was striking 4. Couldn't get you off my mind. Heard the milkman at the door. 'Cause I was tossing and turning, turning and tossing, tossing and turning, tossed and I turned all night. Alright, done that one. So now, going on to early 1961 here. So much noise. Why? Alright, so this is a song by Shannon called Runaway. It's a song that I'd always heard like on oldies radio and stuff, but I never really bothered to look it up. And it was only when I was watching the new season of Dexter, that new reboot season. This is like the bad guy's theme song in this, and they kept playing it over and over again, so I had to look it up and see who it was. And it's actually a pretty fun song to play, but every time I play it now, I think of that bad guy from the new Dexter season, so whatever. But here we go. This is Runaway by Shannon. As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love. Love was so strong. As I still wanted. Hearing so much noise, but I just gotta. If I want to be a live musician, I guess I gotta deal with this. As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love. Love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of the things we've done together when our love was strong. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling, I feel pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, why, I wonder, why she ran away. And I wonder where she will stay. Hey, my little runaway, run, 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 run away. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling, I feel pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, why, wonder, why she ran away. And I wonder where she will stay. My little runaway, run, 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 run away. Run, 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 run away. Cool. The drumming has started in the next room. Alright, well, so the next one here is alright, so this is the it came out in the summer of 61, so the last one was early 61, this is the summer of 61. So this one, the next two I did are like about new dances. It seems like in the early 60s they were obsessed with like coming up with new dances because they felt the old ones were kind of outdated or something. So the Locomotion came out around this time, done a cover of that and a few others. But so this is called the Bristol Stomp by the Dovells, and it's like a new dance that originated right outside of Philadelphia in a town called Bristol. And the Dovells, I guess, wanted to write a song about it. It was like a dance that high school kids were doing. So, yeah, this is the Bristol Stomp by the Dovells, by Philadelphia's own the Dovells. So here we go. Kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol. When they do the Bristol Stomp, it's really someone that joins us jumping. When they join in jumping. All right. Kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol. When they do the Bristol Stomp, it's really someone to join in jumping. When they do the Bristol Stomp, whoa, starting spinning. every Friday night. They dance the greatest when they do it right. Well, it's the latest, it's the greatest sight. Kids in Bristol are sharp as pistol when they do Bristol Stomp. It's really something to join and jump when they do Bristol Stomp. Oh, start in Bristol at the DJ hop. They hollered and whistled, never wanted to stop. We pony and twisted when we rock with Dad. The kids in Bristol are sharp as pistol when they do Bristol Stomp. Really something to join and jump when they do Bristol Stomp. It's got that groovy beat that makes you stomp your feet. Come along and try, gonna do fine. And when you dance with me, you'll fall in love, you see. The Bristol Stomp will make you mine, all mine. The stars are spinning every Friday night. They dance the greatest if they do it right. Well, it's the latest, it's the greatest sight. Kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol when they do Bristol Stomp. Really something to join and jump when they do Bristol Stomp. Start in Bristol at the DJ hop. They hollered and whistled, never wanted to stop. We pony and twisted when we rock with Dad. The kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol when they do Bristol Stomp. Really something to join and jump when they do Bristol Stomp. Kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol when they do Bristol Stomp. Really something to join and jump when they do Bristol Stomp. Alright, maybe played that too fast, but moving on to the next new dance song. Still are recording, hopefully. Be funny if I wasn't recording any of this. Looks like we're doing okay. Alright, so this one came out in the spring of 1962 by the Orlons. It's called the Wah-Watusi. Got to put the capo on the second fret for this one. And this song, probably heard it in a lot of commercials. It's like still gets played in commercials and stuff. People do covers of it, but yeah, it's about a new dance trying to improve on the old dances. So here we go, the Wah-Watusi by the Orlons. Wah-Watusi. Okay, I'm hearing like a deep bass line here. Wah-Watusi. Come on and take a chance, get with this dance. Wah-Watusi. Oh baby, it's a dance made for romance. Shoot-bop, 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 shoot-bop. Baby, baby, when you do the twist, never ever do you get yourself kissed. Those dancing far apart. The Wah-Watusi girl is a really smart. Wah-Watusi. Come on and take a chance, get her with this dance. Shoot-bop, 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 shoot-bop. Baby, baby, when you do the fly, your arms are wasted waving in the sky. Come on and hold me like a lover should. The Wah-Watusi makes you feel so good. Wah-Watusi. Oh baby, it's the dance made for romance, yeah. Baby, baby, that's the way it goes. Nothing happens when you mash potatoes. Just gotta fall in love with you. Wah-Watusi is the dance to do. Wah-Watusi. Come on and take a chance, get her with this dance. Shoot-bop, 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 shoot-bop. Wah-Watusi. Oh baby, it's a dance made for romance. Alright. So now we're on to 1963. We're getting close to the end here. It's really cool if people are playing like a hip-hop beat or something in the next room. That's just great luck there. Sometimes I feel like if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Wow. You can really hear that. Someone's playing an upright bass. That's great. Alright, well, anyway, I couldn't do the first decade of rock and roll without talking about Phil Spector. He was a producer, a legendary producer, and he sort of is famous for the wall of sound, where he layered several of the same instrument tracks over each other, like 20 different tracks in the same recording, and it created like a very distinct sound. You hear a lot of early 60s and mid 60s tunes sound like this. He went on to be a murderer, and so I don't like what Phil Spector became, but I respect him as a producer. So he definitely kind of screwed up his career later in life, but whatever. He was a good producer back in the day. And this is from 1963, the summer of 63, and it's a song by the Crystals. I first heard this song in Goodfellas, and I've kind of changed the lyrics because it's kind of strange for me to sing about this, because it's called Then He Kissed Me. So I'm changing it to Then She Kissed Me, just because, for obvious reasons, but this is Then She Kissed Me by the Crystals. It's got a cool like guitar riff that I really wanted to play. While we walk, well, she walked up to me and she asked me if I wanted to dance. She looked kind of nice, so I said it might take a chance. When she danced, she held me tight. When she walked me home that night, all the stars were shining bright, and then she kissed me. Each time I saw her, I couldn't wait to see her again. I wanted to let her know that she was more than a friend. I didn't know just what to do, so I whispered, I love you. And then she said that she loved me too, and then she kissed me. She kissed me in a way that I'd never been kissed before. She kissed me in a way that I want to be kissed forevermore. I knew she was mine, so I gave her all the love that I had. And one day she took me home to meet her mom and dad. Then she asked to be my bride and always right by my side. Felt so happy, almost cried, and then she kissed me. Then she asked to be my bride and always right by my side. I felt so happy, almost cried, and then she kissed me. 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 Normalize making... Never mind. I was going to say normalize women making the first move, but that joke didn't work because I can't talk. Anyway, on to 1964. So, 1964, the Beatles came on the scene and a lot of other British invasion bands, but I'll do more about the Beatles later, but I want to just focus on American bands because rock and roll is a uniquely American invention, and this is the first decade of rock and roll, so I'm going to do the Beach Boys instead because this is one of their first hits in 1964. So this is Fun, Fun, Fun by the Beach Boys. Well, she got her daddy's car and she's cruising through the hamburger stand now. She forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes her T-Bird away. Well, the girls can't stand her cause she walks and drives like an ace now. You walk like an ace, she makes the Indy 500 look like a rubber chariot race now. You look like an ace, a lot of guys try to catch her, but she leads them on a wild goose chase now. She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes her T-Bird away. T-Bird away. Fun, 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 how your daddy took your T-Bird away. Wee, fun, fun, daddy took your T-Bird away. Fun, fun, daddy took your T-Bird away. Wee. pretty bird away. Alright, whatever. Terrible ending, but got one more song. There's too much noise. This has kind of been a disaster, but hopefully it'll still be okay. I think I've gotten to everything. We're on to the last one here. This came out in the summer of '65. And I chose this one because this guy is very influential in rock, and he kind of changed rock and roll. And I'm talking, of course, about Bob Dylan. And this is his first, his first song that he went electric for. He went electric after like 5 years of being an acoustic player in the bluegrass scene, and all the folk bluegrass people really thought that was terrible, and they actually like burned his records and stuff to protest. But he was changing music, and they didn't get it. So this is Like a Rolling Stone. This sort of just kicked off like a new era of rock and roll, I feel like, and it's a good way to end this. So this is Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone. And it's got a lot of words, kind of hard to match up the chords of the words, but I'll try my best. Let's go here. So here we go. Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw the bums a dime in your prime. Didn't you? People call, they say, beware doll, you're about to fall, you thought they were all. Kidding you? You used to laugh about everyone that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging for your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown, like Rolling Stone. Oh, you've gone to the finest schools, alright, Miss Lily, but you know you only get juice in it. No one's ever taught you how to live out in the street. Now you're gonna have to get used to it. You said you never compromise with a mystery tramp, and now you realize he's not selling any alibis. As you stare in the vacuum of his eyes, you say, do you wanna make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home? A complete unknown, like Rolling Stone. Oh, you never turn around to see the frowns of the jugglers and the clowns when they all did their tricks for you. You never understood it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride on the chrome horse with your diplomat, who carried your shoulder on a Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discover that he really wasn't where it's at? After he took from you everything he could steal. How does it feel? How does it feel? Have you on your own? No direction home. Like a complete unknown. Like a Rolling Stone. All the princess and the steeple, and all the pretty people, they're all drinking and thinking that they got it made, exchanging all the precious gifts, but you better take your diamond ring. You better pawn it, babe. You used to be so amused, and Napoleon is rags and the language you used. Go to him now, he calls you. You can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing left to lose. You're invisible now. You ain't got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? no direction home, complete unknown, like a rolling stone, like a rolling stone. Alright, and with that, I guess we are done with Live in the Studio 2. I will see everyone for Live in the Studio 3, God willing. Thank you. Alright.